Picture me and two old-timers sitting in the kitchen, my grandfather Don and his best mate Cover, talking droughts and floods and just bush bitching, whilst they worked a leg of mutton over. A slice of bread, a cut of meat, big golden dab of mustard. I thought the last quite a treat. You know, it don't look unlike custard. Old Cover rolled a ready rub from his flash log cabin tin, licked it with an air of love, shoved the tullios back in, tossed the durry behind his ear for Ron, and then I took centre stage. Ah, so this must be your grandson, Don. What's he, 6 or 7 years of age? Methinks he's keen to try some keens. Hey boy, like Cocky's Joy, she's sweet. I thought if he means just what he means, then why's he eat her on his meat? He grabbed the big bone handle carver, of finest steel, Sheffield, England made, and handed it to my grandfather. I saw my reflection flicker on the blade. He said, "Here, Don, go on, give the lad a taste. You know how curiosity killed that cat. Well, one dab of this here potent paste, and I grant he won't come back." So grandfather took the knife and dabbed a little on the tip. Said, "Not too much or I'm in strife." Crikey, looked enough to sink a battleship. I closed my eyes and took a lick. Thought he'd cut my tongue in half. That yellow peril sure works quick. And then they began to laugh. I swear my mouth caught fire. My nose was blowing smoke. The situation's getting dire, and it weren't no flaming joke. My eyes began to water as I stumbled to the sink and fumbled for a tumbler, my kingdom for a drink. I spied some old preserving bottles sitting on the windowsill. Rose water, judging by the petals, still I had to drink my fill. That perfume poison doused the flame, but created a catalyst. I did my best to take good aim, but the kitchen sink I missed. I spewed up the wall and across the floor. The flow was getting thicker. Those two old jokers headed for the door, and they couldn't move much quicker. Then my nan come running in, somewhat worried about my plight. There was vomit on every bloomin' thing. I must have looked a sorry sight. I'd covered that mutton with a creamy sauce, even filled the odd teacup. Those two old scoundrels hid out the back, of course, whilst my dear Nan cleaned it up. Then she handed down some wisdom, as old Nans do so well. Said, "You don't get to heaven scaring children. You can only find your way to hell." And me? Well, I was somewhat flustered to think when Don and Cover pass away, they're going to have to brush their teeth with mustard if that nasty devil has his way.